Man, what I just watched tore me apart. I so badly wanted for Lamar Jackson that he go to Buffalo and beat the MVP, Josh Allen, at his own game in his house, and then go on to Kansas City and beat Patrick Mahomes in his house. And in the second half tonight at Buffalo, Lamar Jackson did everything in his power to make that happen. He did not play a great first half, and it looked like once again he was not going to be the uppercase GOAT. He was going to be the lowercase GOAT, as in the reason that they lost another playoff game, the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar had a fairly early interception. I don't know what he was doing. Throwing to Bateman, threw it quick, weren't on the same page. It had no chance. Easy interception for Taylor Rapp, who then got, I guess, concussed again. God bless him. And then Lamar trying to do a little too much. Escape. Just lost the handle on the ball as he was going down. You just can't do that at Buffalo against that team, because that team has cleaned up its act, thanks to its quarterback cleaning up his act. Josh Allen came into this season in his time in the National Football League, leading the league in all of his career time in total turnovers. He had 22 last year, a career high. And now all he does is win, because all he doesn't do anymore is try to do too much and turn the football over. 0 turnovers tonight for him and his team. And that's basically why they won the game. But in the second half, Lamar Jackson redeemed himself. And if there's any silver lining to what just happened at Buffalo for Baltimore, this wasn't on Lamar. Sure, the first half was, the deficit was. But once again, Lamar played his ass off in the second half. He balled the way no quarterback has ever been able to just flat out ball. Lamar in the second half went 12 of 15 for 131 yards. In the fourth quarter alone, he went 8 of 9 to Lamar Jackson for exactly 100 yards. And he threw the late touchdown pass to Likely that put them within range of a 2-point conversion and overtime. And he had already overcome a great pass to his security blanket, the receiver he trusts the most on that team, a leader, maybe the leader of that team, Mark Andrews, from the school I grew up rooting for, the University of Oklahoma, by way of Scottsdale, Arizona, where he grew up, son of a doctor and a real estate agent. Came from a little money, but God, he plays like he had to play his way out of poverty. He's tough, fearless. Won the Mackey Award, John Mackey Award at the University of Oklahoma. Left a year early to go into the draft. Wound up in the perfect place at the perfect time in Baltimore. And then with Lamar, there was 8:41 to go in the game. Lamar escaped, stayed poised, stayed patient, found his security blanket, Mark Andrews, all alone at the 45-yard line of the Buffalo Bills. He caught it. He spun out. He thought he might be able to go a little bit farther with it. He's not much of a burner. So what he was doing didn't matter that much, and he got stripped and he lost the football, and I thought that was it. But Lamar even overcame that. What a second half Lamar played. And then what a 2-point conversion pass he threw to his security blanket, his favorite receiver and target, Mark Andrews. University of Oklahoma's Mark Andrews. Near the pylon, but in the end zone. He was open, backpedaling a bit. Lamar just flipped it to him, just threw him a little lollipop of a pass just to make sure, because he was so open. Just drop it in his breadbasket where he couldn't help but catch it. And I'm sure for Mark Andrews, the ball hung up in the air like a blimp for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, just hung there and hung there. And it wouldn't get there. And he fought it, and he butterfingered it, and he dropped it. He dropped a 2-point pass that would have forced overtime. Mark Andrews, sure-handed Mark Andrews, did that. And now forever in Baltimore, this will be remembered. It's the Mark Andrews game. Reminded me a bit, for you longtime Cowboy fans, of Super Bowl 13, when Roger Staubach had a wide-open Hall of Fame tight end in Jackie Smith in the end zone against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and tried to just finesse it, just soft toss it to him. And the ball hung and hung, and the Hall of Fame receiver, Jackie Smith, fought it right out of his own hands and dropped it. That's what happened to Mark Andrews tonight. It happens, but why did it have to happen then, there, to him? And now Lamar Jackson has to be devastated. Now he's fallen to 3-5 in the postseason. But he played 2 very good games overall. He came in just 6 touchdowns to 6 interceptions in the postseason. Now he's at least up that to 10-7. His fumbles lost with that one tonight, up to 4. I don't know, it just tears me up to watch it. They had it, then they didn't. I can pick it to pieces. Why'd you go for 2 so early, late third quarter? Kick the point there, maybe kick the point at the end to go to overtime. No Zay Flowers. The Ravens outplayed the Bills. If you just look at the stats, I mean, Lamar on third down and the Ravens on third down were 7 of 10, and they rolled up 416 yards to only 273 for Josh Allen and company. Josh threw for only 127 yards, but he didn't turn it over, and his receivers didn't drop big passes. They made all the plays. James Cook made so many plays. Josh Allen made so many plays with his legs in crucial situations. I congratulate them as they roll on to Kansas City, and I will be rooting like mad for them at Kansas City, but I was rooting even crazier tonight for Lamar to pull this off on the road against his MVP rival. And he had him, and he had him, and he fought back, he battled back, he competed his ass off, and he threw a perfect little pass to Mark Andrews to force overtime, and I believe he would have won overtime, but the ball hung, and Mark Andrews fought it out of his own hands. Just devastating to watch. I'm sorry, Lamar.